President Bola Ahmed Tinubu demands at the ongoing United Nations General Assembly Nigerians' illicit funds from world leaders to be returned. Now, Tinubu addresses world leaders today on illicit financial flow assets returns. Can you imagine? Anyway, so the President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, wants to talk to the General Assembly today in New York on the amount of money that has left Nigerian for foreign accounts and how they can be returned to Nigeria. And I know one of the key ones he's talking about here is the Abacha's loot. But does he really have the moral standing to ask for that? Is he not part of the people who has packed Nigerians' money literally to foreign accounts? Because I feel at some point, foreign Nigerian leaders shouldn't even have anything to do with foreign accounts personally. Why do we have other accounts in Nigeria? They could literally open the bank and stock it there. Why go for foreign accounts? When it comes to it doesn't belong to the nation. It belongs to a personal account. Okay. So Nigeria to seek partnership for artificial intelligence development, service provision, and others. Now Tijani assures of positive returns for the tech sector and economy. Now President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will today address world leaders in his debut at the 78th United Nations General Assembly, held under the presidency of Dennis Francis of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, at the United Nations headquarters in New York, United States. As the head of states take turns to deliver their addresses during the National Assembly, Tinubu is expected to highlight Nigerians' effort towards the attachment of sustainable development goals, tackling climate change, and ensuring international peace and security, amongst others. The important issues of illicit financial flows and asset returns will also be re-echoed to encourage stronger international cooperation, according to the statement signed by the spokesperson, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Francisca Omayi, yesterday. Now, Tinubu's attendance at the United Nations General Assembly marks his first since he assumed office as the position of Nigeria's president in May of this year. Now, addressing world leaders on Tuesday evening at about 6 p.m. local time, the president will be the 5th African leader to speak on the day one of the gathering and the 14th leader or speaker out of the 21 leaders slated to speak today. On Wednesday, the president is slated to participate in the high-level dialogue on financing for development. He will attend the high-level meeting on pandemic prevention, preparedness, and response. On Thursday, he will be participating in the United Nations Secretary-General Climate Ambition Summit and attend a high-level meeting on universal health coverage. He is also expected to join another high-level panel on reforms of the global financial architecture on Friday. He will be attending the high-level meeting on the fight against tuberculosis during the week, so President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is scheduled to hold several bilateral meetings with world leaders, including the President of the United States, European Union Commission, Brazil, and South Africa, amongst others. He will also advance his economic development agenda for aggressive investments, attractions in meetings with the global leaders as transnational firms. Amongst such firms are Microsoft, Meta, ExxonMobil, General Electric, and few others. So the theme for the United Nations General Assembly this year is rebuilding trust and reigniting global solidarity, accelerating action on the 2030 agenda and its SDGs towards peace, prosperity, and sustainability for all. Now, the president had on Sunday arrived in New York for the high-level meeting, and he was received by, unlike before being received by other troops, like a whole lot of welcoming officials. This time around, he was also received by 3 basic people, and he was received by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tiga, the permanent representatives of Nigeria to the United Nations, Tijan Mohammed Bandi, and Nigerian's defense attaché, Washington, Dangana Alo. And basically, the three core agendas for this year's meeting for our president is artificial intelligence training, AI, economic diversification through technology, and finally, universal service provision fund. Is this a fund we're looking for from different organizations or different world countries? Well, Nigeria has never seemed to amaze us, as they say, Universal Service Provision Board. Well, I get the point of the AI being introduced, but compared to other countries where AI has actually taken a greater level, and basically some people here in Nigeria have begun to learn on their own since it wasn't brought to public light of the government that they needed to involve people in AI training. But now he's making mention of it. It's still a good one. It's still something very worthy of emulation from other leaders, African leaders rather. And economic diversification through technology, that's also a good one. And the fact that it's coming to Nigeria from a Nigerian, it's something to talk about. Nigerians got reacting and people got talking, but I don't think that they're thinking about the three core agendas of what's happening or what he's going to say. But your main focus is that of the loot that he's asking world leaders to return. What is he asking them to return, and why is he asking them to return it when he knows that the money nobody will see it? Nigeria is a place where they will tell you to return money, and once you do, we never know what the money is used for. Please, he should just rest. Was he not part of the people carrying bullion? Was not the person, carried bullion van to distribute money? Where can't those ones be called loot as well? Because I do not see what he has that would make him to distribute money in bullion van. By the way, who even gave him the bullion van? I rather not say. I wouldn't say it's anybody, but let's not throw tantrums at him yet. My own concern is, why is this man still the president of Nigeria? I strongly feel that he should just go and rest. All this walking up and down for different meetings will only bring him tiredness, and he may not be fit enough to rule us. The introduction of him saying AI training, does he think that AI has not gone far in other countries? Or is he feeling like Nigeria is the only country that has not participated in artificial intelligence? Though it's a welcome remark, but we feel that, or we know that Nigeria is way past that level of seeking for help for artificial intelligence from other leaders. So it's high time he focuses on what's best for us and stop asking them for the loot that he knows will never be recovered. That's all the gist we can take for you today on InfoGist TV. Do well to like, drop your comments, and tell us what you think about the president requesting for the loot to be returned.